Oh, what the heck? What?
Oh my God.
Bill Burr.
Now this is a miracle. I mean, what the fuck? Bill?
Yes.
Are you? Bill, I mean, let me ask you something.
Can you cover for me at the store?
Bill, I mean, you've never called me.
No, I just need you to cover for me.
Billy,
I called you to wish you a happy Chinese New Year.
wow, Bill, this is, you know what? Because I've been getting a lot of calls, and no offense to anybody that else has called, but this is probably probably the most shocking one.
Are you old enough to be the head of the dragon in the parade? You worked your way up to the middle of the body? Where are you?
I'm not quite there yet, but
Happy birthday.
thank you, Bill. And you calling in is like, it's kind of like a Sinatra moment to me. You know, in comedy, it's a little.
It's kind of a Ron Howard moment.
I wanted to say Ron Howard, but hey, Bill. Also, thank you for calling, and also I want to ask you if one day you would do our podcast. That'd be great.
Hey, let's just start with. Let's go slow here.
All right.
That's why we never hang, dude. You're too pushy.
I know.
Can't just hang out.
I know. You're right. You're right.
A new closing joke where I keep my shirt on. What do you want from me? No, I'll do your podcast.
All right. Thank you.
Where do you record?
We record at my house. I live in Hollywood. It's easy.
Of course you live in Hollywood, you big phony.
What do you live in Silver Lake? Where do you live?
Why would I tell people where I live?
Silver Lake's a big place, Bill.
I'm just glad they put the water back. No, I don't live over there, no.
How much is that?
10 and then another 10.
So it's 20. You can go to the cash.
He's got a pair of fours.
3, 4, 5, 6.
Wait, you know what I have?
You just said it.
Al, don't
Fuck that, I'm not betting.
advice from him.
He said it already.
I didn't say anything.
No, he didn't. He said he's got a pair. You didn't know what I had. You cheating son of a bitch.
Oh!
He
In the
fucking-
Old West,
he
you'd be
cheated.
dead.
You'd be
dead.
This
Wow.
guy's doing fucking bits
Wow.
about extra and the newsboy, and he's playing his fucking cards around. And
Oh,
I saw
yeah,
they
you're
hit
right.
a 4 and
You're
6.
right. Fuck
No,
him.
it isn't.
Fuck
Right?
Barf.
If that's how you saw it, why did you lie at first and try to say it was him? You sneaky bastard.
what
Bobby
the
Lee.
fuck?
Bobby Lee.
What is
All
up,
these
man?
years of knowing you.
Can you see this?
Don't put it on your fucking little eyes.
He's got a cheater's haircut. That's what it is.
I have these little
Stay further away.
I have these little Asian eyes. I don't have peripheral. So every time
can't see.
if I look, I have to.
Then how did you know
turn
what
my
he
head.
had?
Why did you put it on him first? You lied. If you were telling the truth, you would have just told
Hold
the
on a
truth.
second. If you want to say it's just a gut feeling from your improv, you felt it maybe.
Why are you
Okay.
trying to help him out? He just tried to throw you under the bus.
Yeah, but no.
Okay, can I just say something?
Yeah.
I cheated.
All right, then you're out.
I'm out. It's so hard to ask. It's so hard to ask a guy that you work with and that you admire, and then go, how do I do this, or how do I get back? And I think that
Bobby,
Yeah.
I'm a bald orange man.
what does that mean?
It just means who the fuck am I?
What is that?
Look at me.
I know.
There's no reason if you look at me, you'd think I could be good at anything.
I know.
Yeah. So
you
I
look
mean,
like a Carl to me.
if it was,
Like a Carl. Like I've always wanted to call.
Not like
Every I
that.
see, no, yeah.
Not a Bill.
Every
I kind of like that name.
Yeah, every
I'm
time
not
I
gonna lie
see
to
you, I want to call you Carl for some reason. Like you look like a Carl Jenkinson, or
I
that
would
type of-
love to play a guy. I would love to play a guy named Carl.
Yeah.
That's
like-
a name that's kind of dying out. Carls were, I don't know, they were sort of guys, but they also could be like bullies or dicks.
Yeah. Maybe I want to have a baby, but I have. And this is gonna go to you now. I saw you at a party once with your daughter, and you were playing soccer with her on a field, right? And I'm sorry. I mean, you just never. I never imagined you playing with children. You know what I mean?
I'm glad you didn't, the way you just put it.
I know. No, but in terms of like, it wasn't like you frolicking. You don't look like somebody that would frolic.
You frolicking?
Or like, be in a, just in wheat, and running.
He always, what backyard was this?
No, I'm just saying,
You know what this is?
What?
He brought it up. He got uncomfortable, so he's trying to make me uncomfortable.
No, I'm not trying to make you uncomfortable. I'm just saying, I just, would never see you, with butterflies and running through a field. Would you watch me and Carl, my new best friend Carl, make
As long
love?
as I'm in character, it's not gay.
Yeah.
I'll get a Golden Globe for this. Or a golden shower.
That would be the most miserable human experience of my life, making love to him.
Why do you have to be so hurtful?
No, it just would be hard.
Why can't you take the time to get to know me like that?
I just would. I would have performance anxiety
I think you would too.
with him. Yeah. With Eric Griffin, no. Lay on your stomach. I got it. You know what I mean?
God.
And I just put my
Riffing
arm
with
around
Griffin.
it. I'll riff it with a Griffin. Yeah. But with Billy, no.
You can go all in for $11.
If I give you this, will you start giving me shit about the fucking cheating? I'll give you this. And I'll give you
You giving me
this.
dollars?
Yeah. Shut the fuck up now about the cheating.
Oh, now he's trying to go aggressive. You gonna try to guerrilla your way through this? No, keep your chips. You're a piece of shit.
You're a piece of shit. We don't care about money here. It's all about.
He's just trying to buy it out with like $11.
Buy out.
Hey, now will this shut you up like he just pulled up in a Rolls Royce? What a fucking asshole. All right, there we go.
I got $11.
One
I
for the
want.
cheater.
My cousin and I robbed a Ross Dress for Less.
I mean, Rob, the
No, he went in pretending he had a gun. He was 16.
Oh, my God.
Right? And when he ran in, without even anything happening, I drove away.
you left him there.
I left him there.
What happened to him now?
Because I thought I heard cops coming.
Yeah.
Right? He had just walked in. Cops are coming. It was just like
He's
an
like a
instinctual.
thief hypochondriac.
It was like an instinctual, and I just left him there, right?
Yeah.
And then he turned out when he walked in, he didn't do the gun thing. He just tried to steal some shoes because he had like a toy gun that he was gonna right. But he went to juvie. But I ran away from home. I lived in my car in Orange County for a week, right? And then I called my mom. But yeah, that was real scary. That's the last criminal thing that I'd done.
I think it's even more criminal that you left your own.
I'm a
family
coward.
member
I'm a
there.
coward. I'm a coward. I already know that. I already own up to that shit.
Stammering like the lion piece of shit you are.
I know, but I already apologized.
I understand that.
Don't ever rob a bank with this guy. That would be him rolling
Mr.
over.
Bill? Oh, yeah, he rolled
One fucking
quick.
question. Did you do it?
Yes,
it
Bill,
was
yeah.
Jay wanted to do it. How about? Would I really rob a bank with sandals on? How about?
Did you shave your head for a part?
Huh?
A role?
No, I'm bald.
No.
I
But
mean, I'm going bald.
I know. But did you? But you still had some stuff residue of hair.
Residue?
Yeah.
Yeah, you had residue. You know what I mean? You could have done
I
a
have-
Chernobyl thing that you were doing, but
I had,
yeah, but you didn't. You just had to shave it.
yeah, it's one of those things. Are we going right now?
No, we don't. There's no rules. But I'm
Okay,
I'm
okay.
just asking you a question.
Okay.
Right.
I'm going to answer.
I understand that, but why are you? Your head looks like Darth Vader when he took his fucking helmet off. Remember that when he was just all fucked up?
Yeah.
Yeah. What? Is that the? That's fine. You're Bill Burr, but
I'm trying to answer your question.
Yeah, go ahead. I
The
just-
process of you coming out of the gate shitting on me.
yeah.
You know, when you start to lose your hair, you got three options.
Yeah.
You can,
Yeah.
and there's subsets to all of them.
All right.
Okay, you can do the Rogaine, the hair plugs, a
Right.
system, a fucking all of that. Propecia, a fucking they glue some shit on your head.
Right.
They take some of your pube hair and you get an afro.
Yeah.
Or you can just sort of let it happen.
Which you were doing, which I was like, that's the dope way to do it.
Oh, I'm glad I had your approval. Or you can just say fuck it
Yeah.
and do what I did. So I just said fuck it.
Okay.
But what if
And I do. Like,
do you-
I love how you came at me aggressive, and now you got your those little panda hands.
I was.
up.
I love how you attacked my little panda hand.
That's
Let
what
me-
you look like. You look like a little panda.
I know. I was just because when you took your hat
like
off.
a little adolescent bear.
I'm fine. I'll take that. They're cute. But
They're
what I'm-
adorable.
I know they're very adorable, but I was just asking because when you took your hat off, I was a little shocked. That's all. the fucking Koreans are so rude to me.
Why?
He doesn't speak Korean.
Not only do I not speak Korean, they don't know who I am, right? So like I'll
Hey, do you know who I am?
no, that's not why. No, that's not what.
What do I got to go to North Korea to get a fucking decent table around here?
That's not what it is. It's just my index finger, right?
Yeah.
I go, no, that was your thumb, bro. He thumbed it.
You're positive.
I don't have reverse, you know what I mean?
Sight.
Reverse sight.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't have I don't know if there's cameras in the room, but I think he fucking thumbed it. It hurt. Or I might have a tight asshole.
Or he has short fingers.
I never thought of the third fucking option.
Yeah.
Yeah, he could have
Maybe he's
short
got
fingers.
little hands.
Maybe he's got little hands.
You probably gave him a complex. He came home all moody, and his girlfriend's like, "What's the matter? I don't want to talk about it. What's the matter? It happened again. What happened? Oh, I put my index finger in somebody's asshole, and they were convinced it was my thumb. You don't understand. It's a man thing, okay?
Yeah. Maybe. I might have fucked his day up.
Queens.
You fucking rat bastard.
And I knew you had it.
You had a
What am I doing? He's in my head.
You son of a bitch. How dare you look at my cards? You cost me like $11.
I can't believe you did that.
And I'll never forgive you.
The thing is, he openly showed him to everyone, but you did it and just tried to use it to your advantage.
I don't like how he's doing the power move. I'm turning away from you. How dare you turn away from me? You're the one who did it to me. I put
Come
my
on.
No,
back
it's
on you.
10. It's
$5, $10.
Yeah.
And I've been supporting you, and I've been sitting here to the side of your profile,
This is a good point.
seeing that there's
Yes.
not one fucking mustache whisker that's as even as the other one. They're all different heights.
he never trims it. That's natural.
It's like he took that potato peeler to his fucking mustache. And I haven't said a fucking word about it.
This is what happened, all right? Listen, this is what
It's an
happened.
enigma wrapped up in a riddle.
He was doing this, right? And I said, oh, because he's got a 4 and a 6. Is that what you had?
What do you mean? Is that what you had? You know what I had. You looked at my cards. You cheating fucking dirty bastard.
I know. I already fucked up. So out of survival, I blamed it on Jay.
Unbelievable. You think you know a guy. You think you know a guy.
It's
All right,
Al.
who's the two?
You can check or you can bet.
Who's your two?
Can you teach me how to do a Boston accent real quick?
Okay.
I've always wanted to learn. So give me
Okay.
something that I could say.
Why don't you give me a sentence?
All right.
All right, try saying do your
Bob?
do your job.
Do your job.
What was that? Chinese?
Hey, do your job. No, that sounds Asian, right?
Asian New York.
Hey, do your. I just have
Keep
to-
going to Asian. Why do you keep going?
Why don't you say a fucking sentence and then I fucking repeat it?
Do your job.
Yeah,
Do your
I-
job.
I just had to see where you were creative.
And then we're good. So give me a line.
Well, one thing that they always say, they always fuck up, is there's the joke, park the car in the Harvard yard. So then people think everything is just
Park the car.
Yeah, so like they'll say where you from, and I'll say Boston, and they go, oh, Boston? It's like that's how people from the Midwest say it.
Right.
So BOS becomes BAW, baw, like saw.
Right. Say
Job is
Say the
J-
line again, and I'm going to repeat after.
Job, do your job.
Job.
No, just think like saw.
Saw.
Say jaw.
Ja.
What is wrong with you?
What do you mean?
Are you doing this on purpose?
No, I'm just trying to listen.
AW.
What is this called right here? This is your
A jaw.
You forget it.
No.
You know, for as unsafe and fucked up as they say, you know, what has happened to you?
Yeah, that's true.
Nothing.
I really like your head, man. Before I attacked you in the beginning,
Huh?
you know what I mean? But I really like it.
I didn't feel you attacked me. I thought that was funny.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, were you coming from a place of negativity?
Reveal.
Well,
You are not average height in China.
First of, yes.
You're short for an Asian.
You're a Shazen.
New special.
You're a short Asian.
I'm a Shazen.
Shazen.
For sure. Yeah.
This is kind of making the rounds. Bill Burr is out here.
Love it.
It's really great.
Love it.
And this is the effect of like saying something that everybody feels.
Yes.
Right. He says literally for a minute on his podcast just about how shitty CNN is
Right.
of a channel. Right. And this 1 minute kind of explodes. He not only shits on CNN, he says MSNBC, Fox News. He says they're all the fucking same thing. They're un-American. They're treasonous. They're ratings have tanked in this massive way. I think like CNN ratings are down 68% or something like that. I think Fox is down like 27 too.
Probably.
But like without Trump, there's this void in interest for the news.
Yeah.
Now nothing is newsworthy. We don't really give a fuck anymore.
Yeah.
So they need Trump, so they're starting to talk about Trump. And then his whole thing was, by talking about him and giving him all this free airtime, you're going to get him elected again. And you want it.
Yeah.
You want Darth
Yes.
Vader because you need it for your relevance.
Yes.
You know, my mother-in-law comes over to help watch the kids, and she always puts on CNN. And do you know what those fucking morons are doing? Do you know what those fucking morons are doing? They're fucking talking about Trump. I swear to God, I cannot believe people watch that channel. They're so dumb. It's like, do you think these people give a fuck? They want Darth Vader to come back. They want him to come back because they got nothing to talk about because it's show business. And Joe Biden is a fucking bore. They can't bitch about him because he's wearing a blue tie. So now what do? They're going out there, they're doing what they did the first time to get this guy elected by giving him all this free coverage while they act like they allegedly don't like him. I don't buy it. They're a corporate news channel, and they're fucking treasonous, un-American pieces of shit, just like Fox News, MSNBC, just like all of them. Just like fucking all of them. I was at the gym the other day, right? You know, fucking Billy Big Boobs, right? I'm on the elliptical, and they had CNN on with the sound down, and I wanted to ask him, can you turn the fucking channel? No, they didn't have the sound down. They made it seem like all of California was on fire, which I know it is, but like there's nothing I can do about it. All right? And then they go, okay, and now let's talk COVID, and the numbers are up. It's just like, what is their fucking deal on those channels? Don't they have any idea what they're doing to you? Here I am at the fucking gym trying to work off a bunch of goddamn ice cream sundaes, and all I get is fucking fires and pandemic shit. You can't fucking, how about a positive story? I swear to God, if I ran a 24-hour news network, our brand would be, we give you 2 bad, but we still give you 1 good. 2 steps back, but 1 step forward. We'd give you a couple of good stories. You do a story that involves race relations where people are actually getting along. Well, that doesn't get ratings. You have to make them feel like shit. You have to scare the hell out of them. You got to make them feel like they got a virus, their house is going to burn down, and that the Nazis are coming back. To us, those are the tent poles that make for a great half-hour news. If they don't have a gun in their mouth by 18 minutes in, then we're not doing our job. I think that's what they say. Can you imagine if that was your fucking job to just go on TV every day and lie and get people to be against each other and just have everybody just sort of walking around in a low to high level of hysteria? It's like fucking, like the guys in the NHL whose job it is to go out there and stir it up, slashing and fucking spearing people. The ref's not looking, just pissing people off. It's getting a little chippy out there. That's how the news channels like it. They want it to be a little chippy. It'd be a great fucking prank is to somehow like hack into them whatever their news feed is, and it's just nothing but good news, and just watch to see if they could do it. Because everything they're saying anyways is biased, right? So who gives a fuck if you lie about it, right? That's what everybody's doing on the internet, aren't they? Their goddamn fucking Instagram pages, holding your phone up so you up your number. You're a 4, but you want to look like a 6, so you stretch your little fucking T-Rex arms up over your fucking slightly above average size head so it doesn't look as big. Like, look at her way down there. She's cute as a button. Ground's coming up. Shit, she's a 4.
Actually, Nerd Jesus died in the last year, right? Steve Jobs. Yeah, he died, right? I know, a lot of nerds here tonight. I know, you're sad. I didn't get it. I didn't get the big deal they made about that guy. When he died, they were like, he changed the world. That was insane. He changed the world. The world was one way, and then Steve Jobs came, and it was another. What did he do? Somebody, for the love of God, what the fuck did that guy do? What did he do? He told other people what to invent? I want my entire music collection in that phone. Get on it! Right? And then these poor, nameless, faceless scientists got to go in a back room and figure it out. How the fuck are we going to get all of this into this? I mean, what year does this guy think this is? This is crazy. This is like Buck Rogers. Dude, my kid has a birthday in like 11 months. Steve Jobs just walking by. I don't hear any thinking going on in there. Just strutting around the office, eating some pretentious fruit like a pear, right? Just throwing out ideas. There's another one. There's another one I just came up with on the way to work. I was reading a magazine the other day, turning pages, you know? I like to turn pages on a screen that aren't even there. Yeah, wrap your fucking heads around that, guys. See you in 8 years. Where you going, Michael? Big, little, get on it! Right? And all these people slave away to make his vision come true. And then they have the big nerd fest, right? Down there at Comic-Con and all their nerd mecca. They're all showing up with their Acne and their Hulk shirts, limping into the arena, right? Does Steve Jobs go out with a whole chorus line of scientists? No, he goes out there by himself. Sneakers and no belt, like it was no biggie, right? like he's Tesla, tapping into the atmosphere. I know, this is always uncomfortable. I know, you bought into it, right? That whole advertising, the way they aligned themselves with some of the greatest people of all time. Jesus, Gandhi, me. Remember that? Muhammad Ali, John Lennon, this guy. How the fuck was that dude like any of them? Gandhi didn't have a sweatshop. Nah, he didn't have people leaping to their deaths only to catch a net and get ricocheted back through the window to have to put together yet another iPad. John Lennon didn't have children in his basement pressing those fucking albums. I know. New phone can't fit the old charger. This is your hero? This is the guy? This is what all the silence is about? New phone can't fit the old charger, so then you gotta throw it out, ends up in the ocean around some octopus's neck. Do you realize how much sea life is ecstatic that that man is no longer walking the earth? That's where it all ends up, you know. Doesn't go in a landfill, ends up in the ocean. You realize that? I hate people who say I don't pollute. I don't pollute. Yeah, you do. You use shit and you throw it out. What, do you think because you put it in like a basket, it just poof, disappears? Everything you ever used is somewhere. You ever think about that? Remember that flannel shirt you bought back in the day when you got into Pearl Jam? That's out there somewhere. Probably on some porpoise's face. He's trying to get it off. Stupid little flippers. All the fads. You remember rollerblading? Remember that? Everybody had them. We set up cones, we did little tricks, right? One little homophobic joke killed that entire fad. What's the hardest thing about rollerblading? Telling your parents you're gay. Full-grown adults. Dude, I'm not gay. I don't have the cooties. These mean I suck dick. And they just threw them out. They end up in the ocean. They're made out of plastic. They can't biodegrade. They just break down to little cubes. Fish are breathing them in. 6 months later, you're going out, you're getting sushi. You think you're being healthy. You're eating your own rollerblades. All right, I'm out of time. You guys are great. Thank you. Thank you. This isn't really a sport. It's just a
Just a game.
What are you talking about? It's like in the Olympics and stuff.
Dude, feel how comfortable these clothes are. Look at this. You're not supposed to be able to do this with pants on. Like, these pants are so comfortable, I keep having to look down to make sure my dick isn't up. It doesn't even feel like I'm wearing clothes right now. Do you know why that is? It's just because so many unathletic fat fucks play this game. Dude, the fact that everybody has to shut up when you hit the ball, there's nobody guarding you, and simmer down. Simmer down, everybody. He's gonna hit the ball. Shh.
Talking to a Seahawk fan here. Now, is it true the rumor is that you guys aren't as loud as they say, that they actually designed the stadium to contain it? Sounds like a pigeon.
You ever watch somebody take a free throw in basketball?
Yeah.
There's like 5,000 people going, fuck you, fuck your mother. And this thing here, it's not even moving. Dude, they've changed the clubs. These used to be made out of wood. It was too heavy for them. Too heavy for these cheating banker cunts, right? Of course, there we go. So all you do is you don't look there. You just go like this, and you go like that. Look at that. Jesus Christ. That's how you play golf. It's because you were talking.
Sorry. All right.
Another thing that I'm loving about this stadium is they don't care about color coordination. Whatever bucket of paint is on sale, they're going for it. This beautiful, uplifting brown that they have painted this.
Isn't your idol Richard Pryor? Everybody?
All right, let's bring him up.
You don't idol Richard Pryor? Come on.
Good to see you,
It's
my
like
friend.
asking a guitar player if he likes Hendrix. I mean, he's the man.
All right,
He's the man. See how I do that? You just ask me a question, all of a sudden I make it uncomfortable.
You didn't make me uncomfortable.
Nobody brings.
I felt good.
Make sure you're speaking to the mic. Make sure you're speaking to the mic. There you go.
We discovered that there's
That's the weirdest story anybody's ever said on the podcast. That made me uncomfortable.
From the beginning too.
No, it's the serial killer tone of his complete lack of emotion.
Thank you. Can I tell you something?
This happened.
Yes. Yeah. You know what? And I know Bill.
The only thing missing from that story is the sound of somebody gagged, screaming in the other room.
Right. Now I know that you.
Let me go.
Yeah. And I know that you suspect that my husband is a psycho. I've heard about
No, he
this.
is.
Yeah. No, I know. And I actually
completely
agree.
is.
Yeah. And I've been trying to
He is
prove
a
this
psycho.
on this show for a long time.
He's just there's Bud and there's Bud Light. There's Psycho and Psycho Light. He's not the high calorie one that can't get married and have kids.
That's right.
Yes, but if his thoughts were a movie,
Yep.
yeah, definitely NC-17.
Yep. He's a functioning psychopath.
Bill Burr, ladies and gentlemen. We're getting to the mind of Bill Burr.
Bill was late for his own podcast.
Bill, are you ready for this? This is the best part that I think. This is what's mind blowing that people are going to love. Bill Burr.
You have your own name on your fucking sweatshirt.
Well, outside of that, I mean,
When
I
are you
don't
going to
know why
stop
you don't.
branding, Kev? We know who you are.
Just in case you didn't, Bill, I wore a shirt to remind you. What's the big fucking deal, man? All right, it's just a
The
shirt.
hoodie with Kevin Hart. I hand out hoodies to homeless people because I care about downtown LA. Go see Jumanji Part 19. The studio system has ruined you.
You want me to be a soft, one of those Twitter tough guys? When guys come and sit on the couch, I go right after them. Don't you respect me for that?
No, I don't. Your big dumb desk hiding behind your microphone.
I respect you for keeping it real, Colin.
Yeah, I kept it 100.
What about when you call somebody out and then have them in front of you? That's punk. Can't do
No,
that.
but then you can actually just admit that you're wrong when the guy's delivering, because now he's delivering, he's still trashing.
Well, yeah, he's not admitting that he's wrong yet.
That's what I'm saying.
There you are. Look at Billy.
How are you?
You look like a fucking prize.
My stupid headphones to work here. Something that'll work. Let me see if these ones will work. Hold on a second.
No, they work good.
My headphones aren't working for me, though.
Oh, okay.
It's about me, Nick. It's not about you here. Here we go.
Are you from Southie?
No, that's a Goodwill Hunting question that I've answered for 15 years, ever since that movie came out. Are you good at math? Do you like apples?
Where are you from in Boston?
I lived in a safe suburbs.
Saugus?
Wait, do you really?
I would like to know.
Look how beautiful you are. Look how beautiful. You know how many psychos are out there? I'm not going to tell where I live.
No, I feel like
What's your social security number?
You don't have any kids.
No, I don't. I don't like the way you said that. Like you said, it's very... You don't have any kids. No, I don't have any kids. I'm going to adopt.
That's nice.
I'm going to rescue a couple of the children that work till 4 in the morning to put this. They make them catch it when it rains. Okay, and you have to stand out there until it's full. And if it doesn't rain that day, you actually get beaten, and they dock your pay because you didn't do the rain dance right. And then we sit here and we drink this shit, and we wonder why China hates us. I don't have any sympathy for fat people, by the way. That's another one. No, I don't.
Just zero? No?
Because where are they on Kick It Ginger Day? Huh? Do they send me a card? They don't. People only care about their group. That's it. I've noticed that they're doing stand-up. The people, when you make fun of animals, the people who get offended is the animal people, right? You make fun of Asians. The Asians come up. You make fun of this, right? But the Asian people never defend the fatties, right? The fat people never go, hey, lay off those Chihuahua jokes. They don't. It's very selfish, where they'll sit there and just subject after subject is going by, and they're all laughing. And the second it comes to their neighborhood, it's not jokes anymore. These statements that you made, like on Meet the Press. Yeah.
You are a major conspiracy theorist.
I'm a realist, though.
Yes.
Conspiracy theory has gotten a bad name where now it's become synonymous with like moronic thought. Like if you're into conspiracy theory, if you think like the bankers need to be stopped, then you also think the moon is made out of cheese, and you think that there's shifters and like lizard people. You know, they just try to knock it down. It's like this country started with a conspiracy. That's how it came. We won, so they're considered heroes and rebels, you know, whatever, revolutionaries. But if they lost, they would be hanged for conspiring. Yeah. It's not like it spontaneously happened.
Yeah.
Like all of a sudden everybody just picked up a gun and started shooting at the British. You know, they sat around.
They planned it out.
They planned it out.
Yeah.
I'm kind of getting tired of these people.
It's funny when you said we won. I'm like, did we really win? But I understand what you're saying. Now,
is that African American thing?
Yeah.
You know, I was reading a little bit about you, and it says that you have a tendency to kind of go with your first thought.
Yeah.
Because reading makes you sleepy.
That's right. And my first thought is this is the best week to be here, the week before the Super Bowl.
That is so true.
Before all the whores fly in. You know?
Yeah.
Just want to get out.
Wow.
Just want to get out of here before that. What is true? This is like the Oscars for prostitutes.
Okay, all right.
This entire week.
Let's remember we're G-rated here, folks.
Yeah, he's like a 300-pound dude, and he was bullying another 300-pound dude.
Oh, I did hear about that.
I don't understand. No, you know what it is about that whole thing? I don't think it's any of my business. You know what I mean? There was a private phone call, you know, and then you put it on TV. Dude, if you took 90% of my text messages and phone messages and you put them on the news, you would run out of podiums to put in front of me that I would have to apologize. The crap me and DeRosa say to each other, forget it. It's over. Our stuff is so bad, we actually have code.
You know what's crazy is I knew that.
Yeah.
I'm close enough with Joe where he's like, look at the fake name we have for this guy.
You have like code. And look at everybody here getting silent like you don't do the same thing. You know?
I do know.
Everybody has, you know, you got your little Paula Deen moments. You got something. You know, everybody coming down on that chef like they're a perfect person. Huge fan of hockey. I love it. And I love that people don't get it down in the States. I love it. I love it. Why do they let them fight? I can't see the puck. It's like music to my ears. It's like, good, yeah, get out of here. Just get out of here. Let me watch it in peace.
Do you remember when they lit up the puck for a few years on
Fox
TV?
News, yeah.
That was you guys.
Do you know? No, but the NHL. Well, no, wait a minute. Time out. The NHL is you guys too. So all the owners had to agree with that. And you all had to be like, we gotta like expand this thing.
We thought we'd funnel money into Canada and keep it here, but you guys took it over, like you tend to do. But
I'm not going to apologize for that.
No, you're big on the,
I mean, that's just business, dude. You're acting like we came and knocked you on the head. You know what we're about?
Wait a
minute.
Oh, yeah.
Wait a second. Fellow white person, not native to this country. How did you guys get this up here? Did the Native Americans go, oh, well, we like these white guys. You can have all our land. Jesus Christ. I get it. Your shit smells like maple syrup up here. Is that what you're telling me? All right. Yeah. I'll go with it.
So your Christian background is part of the show. Or
Yes, and I wanted to talk to you about Jesus after this.
Well, the only reason why I bring it up is some people thought maybe you went a little too far. You know.
As far as what?
Well, they thought that maybe you were being disrespectful to the Christian religion.
Who did?
I'm telling you, you need to Google.
Oh, good Lord.
So did you feel
that's
you were
probably
being
some-
disrespectful, or just you were just having fun with some of the crucifixes and stuff like that?
I don't even know what I mean, we did maybe 2 jokes about that.
Yeah, exactly.
Don't you think the Catholic Church went a little too far? More so than my cartoon.
All right, listen.
A couple of jokes. I know this is a morning show. You can't bring up all those crimes.
You know what?
Where
Technically,
they just sort of kept moving them around. You know, like those killer whales at SeaWorld. After it kills a trainer, they'll then move it up to Seattle. They don't give them their background.
all right, I'm not totally following, but I don't think
You
I
know
want
what
to.
I'm talking about. It's a morning show. I understand.
I like it. Thank you
I
for being
came on.
positive.
That kid missed the graduation, and then it was a feel-good story.
It was a feel-good, and we want to leave.
If you want to feel good about America, you watch the morning shows. You don't watch this, you know.
And
we were
watch-
joking earlier. If that kid's story about the graduation was late night, that would have been a whole different story.
What do you think?
He's still missing. We can't find him. All we found was his hat. But you watch in the morning. It's great. It all worked out. He got his own personal graduation. Like, I was in such a great mood. Look how yellow this couch is. It's like the sun.
Listen, where's the line? You know,
I don't think there is a line. I mean, it's an art form. I would just, there you go, one person agreed. I just, pharmaceutical companies can hand out fucking opiates to everybody like they're handing out flyers to some shitty jam band and get everybody hooked on heroin and nobody has a problem with it. But you tell a Caitlyn Jenner joke in a fucking strip mall and all of a sudden people get offended.
That's a good point. It makes a good point.
Bill, how are you?
What's going on?
Oh, thank you. Thank you, all 7 of you. And the 4 Kevin Harts.
Yeah.
Is he in the black section of the crowd? That's what it seems like. They've moved up to the middle. Progress. I like it.
There you are. Look at Billy.
How are you?
You look like a fucking prize.
My stupid headphones to work here. Something that'll work. Let me see if these ones will work. Hold on a second.
No, they work good.
My headphones aren't working for me, though.
Oh, okay.
It's about me, Nick. It's not about you here. Here we go.
All right. So
Yes, I am.
second season,
The deepest couch in sports entertainment.
A lot of people think that they're uncomfortable with my elevation. Are you uncomfortable with it?
No, I just see all of your insecurities.
And I giant desk.
And then also, you can't tell other people's kids not to do stuff.
Right.
So you got to kind of like be loudly like, hey, he's climbing up on the utility pole, and kind of hope that somebody does something. Well, back in the day, you could yell at people's kids, and I think that needs to come back, and that's what's holding back this country.
Yeah.
Yell at other people's kids.
So we're very like, you know, you wouldn't know that we like each other. Let's try to tone it down.
No, I'm not. I'm just.
No,
I know what happened.
You came right at me just saying my theory stunk. I'm just here to promote a cartoon. I'm a dancing monkey today. I'm trying to be a good guy. I want people to like me and watch the show here, and you're coming at me. I don't know anything about hoop. I'm a 5'10" white guy.
This dude is knocking it out of the park. He's one of my favorites. Here is Bill Burr. Look at you.
How are you?
Oh, it's
I
good.
love that you did the audience applause for everybody. Yeah, there he is. Come on. Keep it going for him.
You know, I shouldn't have to wear a mask. I don't want to wear a mask. I don't buy it. And then there are people that.
I love those people.
What?
Yeah,
you like the
don't-
people that flip out?
Yeah, don't wear it.
Yeah.
Don't wear it. Go kill yourself. It's awesome. Because I have to be honest with you, I know a lot of people died from COVID, but I'm starting to see the traffic come back, and I selfishly thought I wish it killed a few more.
I have always kind of been slightly dubious of a comedy competition, though.
You don't have any confidence.
No.
You can't get up there and just do your dick jokes better than other people.
No, I can't. I feel like it's not the right way to go about it.
All you have to do is be louder than someone else.
Oh, I can do
and
that.
flap your hands around. You're guaranteed to make the final. I built a whole career on that.
At some point, I was going to make a point here. That's why I keep looking at here, and I just realized I'm blocking myself out of the camera. I love that you have the jib camera for this, like it's an action movie. Let's swoop in at these two guys sitting in these unbelievably small chairs. I literally feel like I'm going to fall onto the floor. This is insane. You really went all out with the audience, though. They got full-size adult chairs. Are these like from the 20s before they had like horse tranquilizers in our food? When everybody was like 5'1"? Yeah, I fly a lot, and there's this whole new thing of generation of people that take their socks and their shoes off on the plane. You got to look at their smelly feet, and then they'll literally stand up and they will walk into a commercial airline bathroom. Yeah, use it and then walk and sit back down again.
That's not right.
Yeah, if I was a dictator, those people would be eliminated.
a lot coming from the Hillary Clinton camp that Trump is bad for children. And they had a lot of ads that said, you know, children are watching this guy.
Oh, we all know
talk.
that children 5 and 6 years old are always tuning into the debates. Taking notes. That's what I did when I was a kid. I'll never forget that.
I'm just going to tell you how I discovered you.
I do owe my whole career to you. I was struggling until Bobby Lee discovered me.
Oh, no, not discover you in terms of like, you did it on your own, obviously, but no, in terms of my awareness of you.
Oh.
Can I tell you that story?
Oh, no, I remember it was a big day in my career. Bobby Lee is finally aware of me. Am I on Bobby Lee's radar?
See, this is what he's going to...
This is when things start to happen.
I'm not going to allow this to happen.
Reversal.
I'm not going to allow this to happen.
Reversal.
Yeah. I'm just going to plug away. You know what I mean?
Listen, you can talk to him all you want. I can hear it.
So are you in the process?
I cannot get comfortable in this fucking chair. This is just like one of the worst things. This should be like in a museum, is like the prototype. This was the awful level of comfort. We went from a log to this, and then eventually they got cushions. It's another guy looking at his phone. I swear to God. Dude, the day Jesus comes back, if he ever does, if he's even a real person, like 90% of people are going to miss it. They're going to walk right. He's going to be walking on water, and they're immediately walking by him. They're not even going to see it. Long story short, Hugh Jackman plays the part of Gary Hart, and he was amazing. And I had a really fun scene where we were tailing him. We were chasing him down this alley. And he's like the nicest guy ever, but he's a big guy. He's like 6'4", and he's ripped. And we went down the alley, and his character's mad at our character, and he just turned around and looked at us. And for half a second, I was like, oh, that's Wolverine. And I legit got scared. And he's a big guy, you know? So what's funny in this scene is as the reporter, I have like a notebook, and I dropped it. And after the screening, we went to the Toronto Film Festival, and all these actors are coming up to me. I love the choice you made. I love the choice you made to drop the notebook. I go, no, dude, that was real. I was like, there's a danger to buying that car. That big yellow, they see that big yellow prancing pony, and they just come out. They come up out of the manhole covers. All these gold diggers, like a zombie movie. And that is a gold digger magnet. And they're so good at it, they can look and tell if it's rented or not. They know where to look for the sticker. I don't know how to do that. Oh, there we go. No, but now this is like the ego one. Now I'm going to be sitting above you. Yeah, you got to come with two. It's fine. It's fine. Sir, the one comedy through line that's working here is me shitting on this chair. Why would you take that from me? You're just totally going against the grain. I understand it. But you got on camera, so I think you get paid, even though this is online. Every time I go into a store and I see something, they go, can we get a phone number? Watching somebody give them the phone number. Why would you do that?
Yeah. I
I always give the same. Mine is all area codes. They go, what's your phone number? I'm like, 323-818-2125.
We've never taken a break in the middle of a gas tank.
I know, I had all this momentum going. Now I got to start all over again. Go ahead. Go to the card. See this? We won game one. Here comes the second of the doubleheader.
Is that a Rolex?
Yes, it is. I finally bought one. 25 years in this business.
Is it white gold or stainless?
I don't know what it is.
Is it heavy?
No.
Then it's stainless.
Oh, is that what it is? Well, thank you. Thank you for taking my watch down a notch. I finally felt successful. You see this? You wouldn't say that if I had brown or black hair. Guarantee you. Blonde hair, you'd be over here giving me your watch.
You really are the whitest person I've ever seen in my life.
Yes. Served me well. I've never worked for anything. Yeah, I was born on a yacht. It's just all been downhill.
I don't even mean it in. I don't mean it in a genetic way. I mean like.
I do. I'm talking full-on white privilege. I was stunned when I first heard about white privilege. I had no idea what it was. I was like, hey, everybody doesn't get to do this.
It seems as if the sun has never touched you.
Job interviews right as I get out of the car. You're hired. Go home. We'll see you tomorrow.
Being a mother is the hardest job out there.
Most difficult job, and Oprah said that.
Oprah said that, yeah. Has your opinion on that phrase changed at all since you've had a kid?
No. It's not the most difficult job on the planet. It just isn't.
Dude, I did roofing in July. As a redhead, I almost died. There's people that work on like oil. What was that movie that guy made? The oil, the fucking, they drill oil. What is it?
There Will Be Blood?
There Will Be Blood. The out in the ocean, they would drill. I can never remember the names.
Deepwater.
Mark Wahlberg was
Deepwater
there.
Horizon. Yeah.
Those guys were working on an oil rig. The fucking thing blows up. They're on fire. They got to jump into water that's on fire. Salty water into their wounds. You got to swim out of that oil and fire and then tread water, praying to God that the Coast Guard is going to get there before the sharks do. Now talk to me about a toddler. Oh, he was so fussy today. He wouldn't eat his peas. Yeah, and just the level of reward that is, as annoying as a kid is, like they smile at you and it's over. It's over. So, I mean, you don't get that, working on an oil rig when your buddy's greasy face lights up. You're like, you know what? It really is all worth it.
I love the racist white guy thing. A bunch of racist white guys. They came out of the forest and they were just going Trump, Trump, Trump. It's like, where were all these racist white guys the last 2 elections when they could have voted against the black guy? They were fine. Oh, I don't mind the black guy, but this white lady, we got to stop her. She's going to take her four-wheeler.
So your Christian background is part of the show. Or at
Yes,
least
and
2
I wanted
episodes.
to talk to you about Jesus after this.
Well, the only reason why I bring it up is some people thought maybe you went a little too far.
As far as what?
Well, they thought that maybe you were being disrespectful to the Christian religion.
Who did?
I'm telling you, you need to Google.
Oh, good Lord.
So did you feel you were
probably
being disrespectful, or just you were just having fun with some of the crucifixes and stuff like that?
I don't even know I mean, we did maybe 2 jokes about that.
Yeah, exactly.
Don't you think the Catholic Church went a little too far? More so than my cartoon.
All right, listen.
A couple of jokes. I know this is a morning show. You can't bring up all those crimes.
You know what? Technically,
they just sort of kept moving them around. Like those killer whales at SeaWorld. After it kills a trainer, they'll then move it up to Seattle. They don't give them their background.
All right, I'm not totally following, but I don't think
you
I
know
want
what
to.
I'm talking about. It's a morning show. I understand.
I
came on. That kid missed the graduation, and then it was a feel-good story.
It was a feel-good, and we want to leave.
If you want to feel good about America, you watch the morning shows. You don't watch this,
And
we were joking earlier. If that kid's story about the graduation was late night, that would have been a whole different story.
What do you think?
He's still missing. We can't find him. All we found was his hat. But you watch in the morning. It's great. It all worked out. He got his own personal graduation. Like, I was in such a great mood. Look how yellow this couch is. It's like the sun.
But what did you say about the military that got people so mad? Or this one guy so
I was
mad?
just saying, the guy who flies the fighter jet, okay, and has missile shot at him, that guy's a hero. However, if you're the guy that, points in the direction that the plane takes off in, you know what I mean?
Hey, this is Southside Steve, and this is Southside Steve TV, and this is Bill Burr.
That's your question?
I'm just saying who you are.
Oh, yeah, all right. I don't like you creep me out with that big microphone and that country western shirt.
Oh, no, this isn't country western. It's it's hip now to wear this. This is my nightclub look. Yeah, come on.
All right. This is. I guess this is the internet, right? You just sort of just throw it out there.
I just throw it out there. I figure you're a funny guy,
throw it out there. I'll throw it out there too.
Well, here's the deal. Bill's a comedian. He's at the Punchline. He's in town, and you're a funny guy. You've got these routines in your head, so I figure I'll toss you a mic and you go.
And I'm going to do stand-up in front of 9 people in a radio station? No, I'm not doing that.
Well, you're taking the fun out of Southside Steve TV.
I'll take, how about I give you $5 and I want to watch you line dance and I'm a racist cowboy.
You just had the baby, right?
Yeah, little Friday morning. I did. My wife did. I didn't do anything. I felt unbelievably useless. I was in total panic mode. When I dropped her off at the emergency room, she goes, "All right, you got to go park the car down in the spot." And I swear to God, I was in such fight or flight. I was driving down there. This voice in my head just said, "Just keep going. Just keep going. Just drive away." Of course I wouldn't, but I started laughing. Isn't there like a Bruce Springsteen song about that? Going out to get cigarettes, and there's something hilarious about people abandoning their family, where I just can't imagine the hell that you would be in to do that move, but just knowing you were going to do it, the level of excitement that you would have before, okay, I'm going to Gonna go get some cigarettes. I'm never gonna see you people again. Your mother-in-law. All of this stuff is over. You never saw Weird Science? How creepy these nerds are? All these cameras on your phone, all of that. Do people go on Ancestry.com? Why would you send your saliva into the internet? Why would you do that? Why don't you just go to the Illuminati and help them build your robot replacement?
But do you like my mic?
No, I don't. I don't. Please.
Is that comfortable? Is this uncomfortable?
This is, yeah, no, don't, man. Honestly. Can I take the mic?
Sure.
Now, that's the number one thing you don't do. As I learned that in broadcasting school, you never give up the microphone. See, now I have the power. This Bob Barker thing.
Yeah.
You're what is this? Rock 100.5.
Mm-hmm.
This is the worst interview I've ever done. And he's wearing Stetson cologne or something. It's just really overpowering.
How you doing?
You know what he looks like? He looks like the first guy who gets his ass kicked in a Steven Seagal movie.
No.
The background guy behind the big kingpin. Why don't you handle this?
Conspiracy theory has gotten a bad name where now it's become synonymous with like moronic thought. Like if you're into conspiracy theory, if you think like the bankers need to be stopped, then you also think the moon is made out of cheese, and you think that there's shifters and like lizard people. You know, they just try to knock it down. It's like this country started with a conspiracy. That's how it came. We won, so they're considered heroes and rebels, you know, whatever, revolutionaries. But if they lost, they would be hanged for conspiring. Yeah. It's not like it spontaneously happened.
Yeah.
Like all of a sudden everybody just picked up a gun and started shooting at the British. You know, they sat around.
they planned it out.
They planned it out.
Yeah.
I'm kind of getting tired of these people. What do you
It's funny when you said we won. I'm like, did we really win? But I understand what you're saying. Now,
is that African American thing?
Yeah.
You're whatever incognito. You're an enigma.
What, because I make a pie? No, you know what it is? You're not a good listener. You've known me for 10 years. You have no idea who I am. It's all about comedy with you and moving up the ladder and pushing people down.
Now, are you getting out of an existing house and
No, I'm going from a one-bedroom apartment, and I figured I'd finally go out and buy a damn house and not have to deal with, some jerk living above me or below me.
All right.
Yeah. Do my own little thing. Get my little 12 gauge, get a bunch of cans of tuna. Get ready for the apocalypse. That's what I want to do.
But is that were you funnier, or was it just you enjoyed the difficulty more? I mean, I don't know if it makes you funnier because it's a harder show to do, or it's more.
I don't either.
Yeah.
I don't either. But I will say that what I liked about it was that just that those years where you just like, so much of your stand-up career is just one impossible situation after another. And you're just standing there trying to do the math. Like, how the fuck am I going to get these people? We don't have a microphone. Is that going to be a problem?
Can you do 10 minutes while the band changes?
Yeah.
No, I can't. They're just going to take the instruments off and on the stage. No, that's not how it
and
works.
as you're doing it, they're coming in there tuning up. Done gigs in hallways.
Yeah.
Hallways, areas that met in a hallway, cafeterias at like 1 in the afternoon.
Sure.
The college kids have no idea there's going to be a show. And they just go, we have a comedian. His name's Bill Burr. Here he is. And then you just walk up there and have to do an hour.
Sure.
Just an hour
I know.
of humiliation. I would always say to myself, in an hour and 1 minute, this is going to be over. And I'm going to be in my car driving away. And that's what I would do. And the part that I hated was the waiting to go on.
Yeah, I still do.
Once you go on,
like it. Yeah.
It's the hourglass has been turned over.
Yeah.
The sand's starting to fall. And every second you're up there, whatever hit you take, that's one less one you got to take.
Yeah,
and
it's true.
I used to always call it my college agent afterwards, flipping out, going, I'm fucking done with these things. I'm never fucking doing this again. I don't give a shit. And he'd be like, all right. And then he knew I needed the money. And then he'd call me up and he'd be like, Billy, Scott Bass. That was my agent. Scott Bass calling. I know you said you're not going to do this, but I do have a nooner. I'm going to build around it. And, by then I'd be at home. And I cooled off. It was a couple weeks later from being on the road, and rent was coming. I needed the money. And he would be like, all right, it's going to pay $700. It's like in the middle of Iowa for $700, all inclusive.
No means no. That's another one. No means no. It's like, no, it doesn't. All right? Look, no means no. No, that means no. All right, but no, stop it. What are you doing? Oh my God. You're being so bad. Stop it. No. Yeah, Yeah, that's not a fucking no. That means I want to do it, but I'm afraid you're going to judge me, so I'm just going to make it look like it was your idea so you don't figure out that I've already performed this act with 40 other fucking people. Right? But then you go to court and you get a bad read and there's some guy reading it. Your Honor, she said no. Stop it. What are you doing? You're being so bad. Yeah, and you're just sitting there like, she didn't fucking say it like that. She didn't say it like that. Like, I was afraid of my dad when I was growing up, you know? Anybody have a dad like that? You're just afraid of him? You know, not like those sitcom dads. They come home, the kids are like hugging their legs. My dad pulled in the driveway. Me and my brother's freaked like, fucking dad's home. Shut off the TV. Try to hide. Dude, if I stand like this, do I look like a lamp? He won't see me, right? Can I just fucking chill out here? He wasn't understanding. When you fucked up, he told you. He didn't sit down, well, we're going to work it out. We'll just, you know, I still love you. He looked, what the fuck is wrong with you? Jesus Christ, you're an idiot. Weren't you even paying attention? No, bullshit. Christ, you're just like your mother. You're fucking out to lunch. That was my dad. No matter what he was bitching about, somehow he would make it about my mother. It would have nothing to do with her. Nothing to do with her. He could somehow find a connection and spin it back. He'd have said, oh, is it raining out? Oh, for Christ's sake, I don't need this shit. Christ, it's the same goddamn thing with your mother. That woman is a fucking cloud hanging over my life. Anytime you got an idea, Christ, she shits all over it. No, he was hilarious. He used to work all the time, so he didn't really have like any friends or anything. So he used to talk to me when I was 8 years old like I was a fucking bartender. Just dumping all this shit on me. Like playing in the sandbox, he'd be coming up there. I'll tell you right now, I don't know what the fuck I ever got married for. I'll tell you, man, I'm going to get the fuck out. I swear to God, one of these days, I'm going to get in the car, I'm going to fucking drive out of here. Your mother's a bitch, Billy. Do you realize that? The woman is a fucking bitch. Is that too real for you guys? You fucking know what I'm talking about.
This is how screwed up my country is right now. Do you know Bryan Cranston, right? That dude did a movie. He played a quadriplegic. And people gave him shit. Being like, why is there an able-bodied person playing a quadriplegic? It's because it's called acting, you dumb fuck. See, if he was a quadriplegic playing a quadriplegic, that's not acting. That's just fucking laying there saying shit that someone else wrote. So tell us, what did you do to prepare for the role? Well, I dove headfirst into the shallow end of a pool when I was 23. I feel like I've been preparing for this role for my whole life. Right, what is up next for you? Well, they're going to do a reboot of Top Gun. I'm going to fly it with my plane. And the co-pilot's going to be transgendered. So everybody will be happy. She won't die. Her discarded dick will block her head from the canopy. There'll be a gender-neutral bathroom on the plane. How fucking dumb is that? That's literally like watching a movie. Why didn't you have a murderer play a murderer? And how come the guy he shot, I saw him in another movie? I mean, what the fuck is going on? You know, I was making that. I'll definitely get married someday, you know. I love women and everything. I'm just finding I'm not, like, compatible with them. You know what I mean? You ever just feel that? Like, women have, like, too much energy for me. You know what I mean? Like, you can't have a day off when you have a girlfriend. You ever notice that? It's almost like they see that open day. They're like, oh, my God, let's go fill it up with shit. No, then they just come at you with one horrible idea after another. Horrible ideas. Like, you want to make some sandwiches and go to the park? You want to go to the Container Store, get some containers for your T-shirts? This is the worst one. You ever get this one? You want to go to brunch? You want to go to brunch on Sunday? And inside you're like, fucking no! But you can't say that, right? You got to keep them happy. So what do? You agree. Like, yeah, let's go to brunch. What a great idea.
Why would you want to sleep in on a Sunday when you can go pay $18 for eggs? Now you're thinking. Now you're thinking. Then we can sit around to listen to your friends have moronic conversations about the eggs, like, is that pesto? Is that pesto in your omelet? Oh, it's asparagus. It's asparagus. I thought it was pesto. Oh, you just want to flip the whole fucking table over? It's horrendous. I'm trying to learn to pick my battles when I date girls. I usually argue with women all the time, man. I'm stupid like that. You know? Like, I dated this girl one time. She was, like, really into, like, women's issues. So we used to always have these dumbass arguments. Like, one time she came up to me and she goes, okay, explain this to me, Bill. Why does a guy make more an hour to do the exact same job, huh? I go, I'll tell you why. Because in the unlikely event that we're both on a Titanic and it starts to sink, for some fucked up reason, you get to leave with the kids and I have to stay. Yeah, that's why I get the $1 more an hour. No, think about it. If there's a house fire, it's always women and children first. I got to stand there with, like, the back of my shirt on fire going, let's go, people, let's go, let's go. So that's how I look at it. No, it's $1 an hour surcharge. That if something fucked up happens, either I can't leave or I got to, like, get in the way of it to give you a head start, like, rabid dog, run, honey, 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi. You hear a bump in the night, I got to go check it out, like, yes, he does have a knife. Anytime there's a hostage situation, who do they negotiate for first? Well, at least let the women and children go. Well, what about me? Bullets hurt me too. Why the fuck do I gotta stay in the vault? No, that's my point, man. Where are all the feminists in those situations? You know what I mean? You can't find them. There are no feminists in a house fire. That's a guarantee. You could take the most hardcore feminist, some chick right in your face, like, you chauvinistic son of a bitch, little short, little haircut, the whole 9 yards, right? Second those flames break out, she's gonna twist those little hairs into pigtails. No, I'm just a girl. I want to go play jump rope. And leave you standing in a burning house like you're not flammable. You know, but I'm not a dick, though. I'm not saying I think a woman should make $1 less an hour to do the same job. All I'm saying is if you're going to make what I make when the boat sinks, you better be standing right there next to me, listen to that guy play the cello. Then you get the corner office. You get all the benefits or whatever. Actually, Nerd Jesus died in the last year, right? Steve Jobs. Yeah, he died, right? I know, a lot of nerds here tonight. I know, you're sad. I didn't get it. I didn't get the big deal they made about that guy. When he died, they were like, he changed the world. That was insane. He changed the world. The world was one way, and then Steve Jobs came, and it was another. What did he do? Somebody, for the love of God, what the fuck did that guy do? What did he do? He told other people what to invent? I want my entire music collection in that phone. Get on it! Right? And then these poor, nameless, faceless scientists got to go in a back room and figure it out. How the fuck are we going to get all of this into this? I mean, what year does this guy think this is? This is crazy. This is like Buck Rogers. Dude, my kid has a birthday in like 11 months. Steve Jobs just walking by. I don't hear any thinking going on in there. Just strutting around the office, eating some pretentious fruit like a pear, right? Just throwing out ideas. Well, there's another one. There's another one I just came up with on the way to work. I was reading a magazine the other day, turning pages, you know? I like to turn pages on a screen that aren't even there. Yeah, wrap your fucking heads around that, guys. See you in 8 years. Where you going, Michael? Big, little, get on it! Right? And all these people slave away to make his vision come true. And then they have the big nerd fest, right? Down there, Comic-Con, and all their nerd mecca. They're all showing up with their Acne and their Hulk shirts, limping into the arena, right? Does Steve Jobs go out with a whole chorus line of scientists? No, he goes out there by himself. Sneakers and no belt, like it was no biggie, right? like he's Tesla, tapping into the atmosphere. I know, this is always uncomfortable. I know, you bought into it, right? That whole advertising, the way they aligned themselves with some of the greatest people of all time. Jesus, Gandhi, me. Remember that? Muhammad Ali, John Lennon, this guy. How the fuck was that dude like any of them? Gandhi didn't have a sweatshop. Nah, he didn't have people leaping to their deaths only to catch a net and get ricocheted back through the window to have to put together yet another iPad. John Lennon didn't have children in his basement pressing those fucking albums. I know. New phone can't fit the old charger. This is your hero? This is the guy? This is what all the silence is about? New phone can't fit the old charger, so then you gotta throw it out, ends up in the ocean around some octopus's neck. Do you realize how much sea life is ecstatic that man is no longer walking the earth? That's where it all ends up, you know. Doesn't go in a landfill, ends up in the ocean. You realize that? I hate people who say I don't pollute. I don't pollute. Yeah, you do. You use shit and you throw it out. Well, you think because you put it in like a basket, it just poof, disappears? Everything you ever used is somewhere. You ever think about that? Remember that flannel shirt you bought back in the day when you got into Pearl Jam? That's out there somewhere. Probably on some porpoise's face. He's trying to get it off. Stupid little flippers. All the fads. You remember rollerblading? Remember that? Everybody had them. We set up cones, we did little tricks, right? One little homophobic joke killed that entire fad. What's the hardest thing about rollerblading? Telling your parents you're gay. Full-grown adults. Dude, I'm not gay. I don't have the cooties. These mean I suck dick. And they just threw them out. They end up in the ocean. They're made out of plastic. They can't biodegrade. They just break down to little cubes. Fish are breathing them in. 6 months later, you're going out, you're getting sushi. You think you're being healthy. You're eating your old rollerblades. All right, I'm out of time. You guys are great. Thank you. Thank you.